So go ahead and take this time. In the top right-hand corner, there's a QR code. If you scan that with your phone, you can fill out any information you have. That way we can, keep in contact with you, make sure you're going through these steps and, help you out by giving you that connection. So, yep, go ahead and fill that out. But otherwise, welcome to PPCC. Again, I'm Zach Labstock. I've been an admissions counselor and now recruitment coordinator here at PPCC for about just over 4 years. Absolutely love working here. I went to PPCC myself as a student and then transferred, got my bachelor's in business and ended up getting my master's in student affairs and higher education. So love the education field, and community college in general had such an impact on me. I really wanted to come back and share my experience with other people. So why is PPCC a smart choice? During a recession, the college degree certificates, they're going to fare a lot better than students who just have a high school diploma. In the tight job market, you need that edge. The more education you have, or the more skills you have, the more job security and the more you're going to be valuable to companies or businesses, anything like that. So, and really, we need, as a community, we need each other. We need these skills. We need to build our community, and that is one of our goals as a community college, is to help the community. So why is PPCC a smart choice right now? So obviously we have the pandemic going on. Things are a little bit crazy. We're seeing a lot more virtual stuff going on right now. So what did we do when all this happened, and what is our current plan and moving forward? Okay, so we're not 100% sure what summer and fall are going to look like. We're going to have to see where the pandemic's at. As of now, our spring semester, we're going to have, see a lot more of we're going to see what we saw in the fall semester. So you're going to see traditional classes rather than being in person. Some of them will be, through Zoom. So they'll be remote learning. And the biggest difference between those, because you'll still have set meeting dates, you'll still have set meeting times. Your big difference is, rather than sitting in the classroom, you'll be integrated through a Zoom session. So you'll still be able to, make those connections. Another piece of this is we have, completely online. That's still staying the same. You could do completely online where there's not set meeting dates or times. It's more self-paced. So that's, one option. And then lastly, we have a new sort of class. It's called High Flex. And with these High Flex classes, you kind of have a choice. You can decide if you want to take, if you want to come in person. You can decide if you want to listen to a recording of the session, or you can come and do it through Zoom. So you have options with that High Flex class. We're going to see more of those open up in the fall semester. Okay. Some programs will be in person, programs that are more hands-on, like your welding classes, automotive, drawing. Some of the nursing classes will still be in person, just because that is how we have to, keep people in a really comfortable environment and make sure that, they're getting those skills that they need. But at the same time, we're keeping everybody safe. So we are requiring masks on campus, social distancing. So, even with these in-person ones, we are making sure everyone stays safe. Okay. So we have 6 different campuses, 3 learning centers. We have classroom sites on both Peterson Air Base as well as Fort Carson. And we have our new Center for Healthcare Education and Simulation. This campus is really cool. It's going to be for students who are in nursing, emergency medical services, pharmacy technician, surgical technician. We're working on getting medical office technology. So a lot of medical programs are going to be at this campus. It's about a half a mile north of even that from Rampart Range campus, and it's wonderful. There's it's a simulation center, so there is 33,000 square feet of simulation space in this building, and like I said, it's really neat because you're going to see a lot. Not only are you going to get simulation for your program, so if you're a nursing student, you're going to be working in the simulated nursing ward or the private practice room, but there's also cross-discipline training. So you're going to have an EMS student bringing a patient to a nursing student, so you're going to get that cross training. So when you go into the workforce, you're able to bridge that connection and know how that's going to work. We have 3 full functioning campuses, which are going to have all of our student services. Our first one is Centennial Campus. So this is our farthest south. This campus is off of South Academy Boulevard, pretty close to Fort Carson. Pretty much every course is going to be offered here, whether it's transfer degree or technical degree. So if you're planning on doing general studies, an associate of science or associate of arts, which are general transfer degrees, they'll transfer to pretty much any four-year institution. You can take those at this campus. We have welding, automotive technician, culinary arts, zookeeping tech, computer-aided drafting, lots of career technical programs at the Centennial Campus as well. So, just one of the options for you to choose depending on what major you decide to go into. We have our Rampart Range campus. This is the farthest north. It's off of Interquest Parkway. You're going to see some health science classes here, but again, you're going to see a lot of general transfer classes. So your Associate of Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of General Studies. We have our dental assisting program at this campus. So a lot of those general education courses you'll be able to take at this campus. CNA you can take here at Centennial. So, you'll be able to kind of pick and choose based on location with a lot of these general courses. Before you go into an Associate of Applied Science program, or if you're planning on transferring, you'll be able to take those general courses at either of these campuses. We have our downtown studio campus in the heart of downtown Colorado Springs. It's a beautiful campus. It's very artsy, so you have dance, theater, music, art, interior design, some multimedia graphic design at this campus. We have a black box theater and a dance studio that's in Studio West, which is right across the street from this main building. And it's a wonderful, wonderful campus. Again, you're going to see more Associate of Arts or, more arts and creative fields at this campus. Parking is unique at this campus. So if you do have classes at downtown, you'll want to get a parking pass from the Downtown Student Life office, and you'll be able to park in the Antlers parking garage. So that's just something to be aware of as you're going through the process, and if you decide to take classes at downtown, because it is a really cool campus. Tuition and fees. With Colorado residency, we're saying this is 2 semesters at 15 credit hours per semester. So essentially you're taking 30 credits per year. Your tuition cost is going to be about $4,800. So you can kind of see where this compares to other institutions. So you're going to save money by starting out at a community college. And, that was one of the big reasons I chose to go to a community college, was to save that money and use it towards, my future prospects in terms of college. I also bought a pickup, so that was, okay as well. But, Pikes Peak Community College does have great value. You're getting a great education. So again, you're going to see about $4,800, or the 2 years you're with us getting this full degree, approximately, under $10,000. So, that's the cool thing about this, is you're going to save money as you're working towards your future goals. So it's still a lot of money, right? So where does that money come from? So a lot of you probably heard of grants, and if you haven't, you probably heard of the FAFSA. The FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid. That's going to tell you what you qualify for in terms of grants and student loans. So this FAFSA is going to open up October 1st of every year. And I encourage you to do that as early as possible, because especially you seniors out there, you're going to be looking, and that second semester is going to fly by and go really quickly. So, if you can get that done sometime between October and December, I think that's going to set you up for a much easier process through this enrollment process. So with the grants, if you end up qualifying for full Pell Grant, that's around $6,000 right now. Our tuition, again, is about $4,800 per year. So that's going to give you extra money to use towards books, living expenses, different things like that. So definitely worth filling out. What they're going to do is they're going to look at a lot of different factors and determine if you have financial need. If you do, you can qualify for full Pell Grant, partial Pell Grant, or if they determine you don't have financial need, you may not qualify for any grants. But absolutely worth it just to see. Plus, you can use that on scholarship applications later. I won't go too much into detail on loans. Obviously, loans are money you're going to be paying back. Student loans definitely aren't the end of the world. This is money that you can use, or this is money that you use to pay for your classes. You don't have to start paying student loans off until you know, after you graduate after you've been graduated for 6 months with a job. So not the end of the world, but definitely go for the free options first. Okay. Scholarships are my favorite. I think scholarships are a wonderful thing. And if you don't know what a scholarship is, basically, again, that's going to be free money that you're not paying back, similar to grants. The big difference is there's a lot of different reasons for scholarships. The most common one that students have probably heard of is if you get an athletic scholarship, but you know there's a lot of other ones out there. There's school specific scholarships. So Pikes Peak Community College, we have our own general scholarship application. It is one application that's going to automatically match you with scholarships that are through our institution. So you're going to see that scholarship application open up on December 1st, and it stays open until February 28th. So that gives you, kind of a short time period, but enough time to finish this general application. So absolutely worth it. If you're 1% thinking about PPCC or 100% thinking about PPCC, do that application so that way you're able to fill out the scholarship application. Okay, it's absolutely worth it. And I talked about the FAFSA. There are some scholarships that want to see the FAFSA, even if they're not 100% need based. So I encourage you to do it just to make sure you can, qualify for as many scholarships as possible. Okay. Outside of PPCC, look around the community, see if there's any community-based scholarships. A lot of big corporations like to give out scholarships because, one, they get tax write-offs, and two, they want to give back to the community. So corporations like, the Denver Broncos, corporations like Walmart, McDonald's, Pepsi, Coke, they're going to give out scholarships. So check there, see if you can get some of those. Check your, different places like your local banks. See if there's any scholarships that are specific to your major. You can also check out different websites like collegeboard.org, fastweb.com. There's even an app for your phone called Scholly that you can use to, search for scholarships. So there's a lot of scholarships out there. The hard part is there's not one particular place where you're going to find all these. So you're going to have to take time, put in the effort, and apply for all these scholarships. And you know what? Hopefully you qualify for enough money that you don't have to pay for college. That's the goal, right? So, I encourage you to take the time, get that free money, and apply for as many scholarships as possible. Worst case scenario is no, right? Like Wayne Gretzky says, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if you don't apply for a scholarship, you're definitely not going to get that scholarship. Okay. Student jobs, you can work on campus. So there's two different types of positions. There's work study, which is going to be based off of that FAFSA, and it's going to be, again, more need-based. But there's also some student hourly jobs. So if you're interested in working on campus, you can go to our student employment website. We have what's called Purple Briefcase. Once you're a student, you can make an account in Purple Briefcase, search for jobs that interest you. We have jobs all over the board. So you can work in our cafe. You can work as a tutor. You can work in a computer lab, library. You can work as a student ambassador, giving tours and going to recruitment events. Lots of different jobs available, a variety of pay, and the variety of hours, different campuses. So really, there's a lot of variety. So you'll be able to find a job that fits you if that's something you're interested in. Some of the other benefits of student jobs: one, the max you can work is 20 hours a week. That gives you plenty of time to study, do homework, still have a social life. Two, it's flexible. So if you have, family vacation, or if you have a big test you need to study for, so you need some time off, as long as you give your supervisor enough advance warning, they're generally going to work with you, give you that time off. And then lastly, we work around your class schedule. So I'm currently a supervisor for our student ambassadors. They turn in their class schedule to me each semester, and I have to schedule their shifts around their classes, so you never have to worry about that. Okay. And then for those military students out there, whether you're veteran, active duty, or dependent, we do accept military benefits. We have an awesome military and veterans programs office. Their main location is at our Centennial Campus, but they are doing some virtual appointments right now, and you can make appointments at Rampart. So if you have any questions getting those military benefits in place, definitely get a hold of our military and veterans office. They're going to help you through this whole process. They have their own academic advisors. They're really, truly a really special group of people. So make sure you get in contact with them because they will help you every step of the way through that process. Okay. So I went over the classes a little bit, but again, just to reiterate, we have completely online classes, which are going to be, no set meeting dates or times. our traditional, which is generally going to be in person. Some of them still may be in person. Some of them are going to be through Zoom. And then we have our hybrid classes or high flex classes right now, which you can kind of choose which format you want. And I'll tell you I think one of the biggest struggles that I've heard from students with traditional class or with those traditional classes I've integrated to Zoom, it's like, what, I'm at home. Whether you don't have technology, whether your internet just doesn't work as well, or you just get distracted because you're at home, just know that campus is open. You can come to campus, use the technology here. You can bring a laptop, find a quiet space on campus, do your class to get yourself out of that distraction zone of home. So just know that there's a lot of options available, and take advantage of it. Again, we have a lot of people on campus that want to help. Your professors, they're doing a great job of making sure to keep this engaging, interactive classes, even if they are through Zoom. So just know that we are working our best and we do want to help you succeed. So make sure if you need any assistance, you reach out to us and we'll make sure we help you out. So Pikes Peak Community College, we have over 200 different degrees and certificates. So some of you may know exactly what you want to go into. Some of you are probably undecided, and some of you will change as you go throughout this college experience. And that's the cool part about community college, is you're going to test some different classes out. You're going to figure out what you have a passion for. Maybe your passion changes, and that's okay, because again, having over 200 different degrees and certificates, everything from accounting to zookeeping tech, there's a lot of different options out there for you. So make sure you figure out what you enjoy. This is a good time to do it. And the nice thing is, if you do change your mind and go a different route, you didn't pay an arm and a leg to take classes. So it makes it a little bit easier to transfer or to go to a different degree program. So figure out what you're passionate about. We are accredited by the Higher Learning Commission. So other schools that have the same accreditation are going to be places like UCCS, CU Boulder, CSU Fort Collins, CSU Pueblo, Harvard University, Texas A&M University. So, you are getting that nice accreditation. You're getting the same accreditation as these big schools. So, your classes are going to more easily transfer into a lot of these different places. And, one cool thing that we have now, I'm skipping ahead to the transferable credits, but we have what's called the Bridge to a Bachelor's. So we have partnered with some Colorado four-year institutions where if you get an associate's degree with us, you get an automatic admission into that four-year institution. So that's something that's really cool that we've worked with the four-year institutions, because we again want to help you be successful, and if your goal is to transfer, we're going to do all we can to do that. So we were able to come up with this Bridge to a Bachelor's degree. So the community college system has done a great job with that. Our average class size is about 17 students. So, that makes it really easy to get to know your professor, to get to know your peers. Generally our cap for a Pikes Peak Community College class is going to be around 24 people. So, you don't have to, if you're one of those people like I was, where, I was terrified to be in a class of, 300 to 500 people, this really set me at ease and made it, again, really easy to connect with people in the class. We have some amazing faculty who are not only have the education, but they're experts in their field. So, they have some connections to the outside field. They know a lot of people. And, with that average class size of 17 people, it's going to be really easy to get to know these faculty members. So make sure you take advantage of that and, really get to know them, because, they're here. They really want to interact with students. And having these small class sizes, that's one of the benefits to it, is they know every single one of their students. And I talked about transferability, but we do see a lot of students transfer to UCCS, one of the CSU campuses, Regis. But again, you can pretty much transfer to any four-year institution in Colorado, and even outside of Colorado. The biggest thing is just making sure you meet with an academic advisor. So we have some awesome academic advisors on campus who are going to make sure the classes you take transfer and they go towards the degree you transfer into. So just take advantage of those resources we have for you. Some unique programs we have on campus. We do have a fire science program taught by 4 active duty firefighters. We have a cybersecurity program. It's accredited by the NSA as a Center of Academic Excellence. Our nursing program, we have 100% passing rates on the nursing exam. And actually 2018 and 2019, we were the #1 ranked RN program in Colorado. And this was, as we were getting the Center for Healthcare Education and Simulation. So just, attest to how great our nursing faculty are. And, they make sure our nursing students are prepared. And having this simulation center is just going to be another excellent piece of that program. And then we have a zookeeping technology program. We're one of 6 schools in the nation that have a zookeeping tech program. Very unique. Obviously you're going to be working with everything from your big fluffy animals to the creepy crawly reptiles and insects. So, you really get an in-depth look at the zookeeping tech world, whether you're looking at working at a zoo, animal sanctuary. We have some amazing faculty, a lot of whom were actually in that program. So obviously they have a major passion for it. So really unique program. So let's look at the economic value of a PPCC education, right? So PPCC students, they're going to receive $3.60 in higher future earnings for every dollar they invest in their education. So that's an annual rate of return of 13.1% on your investment in the college, which continues, throughout their working lives. So that just means you're investing in yourself. That's what college is. That's what this education is. And because of our pricing, you're really just investing in yourself and, building some safety and security and those skill set for your future. Okay. Students who complete an associate's degree, they're going to on average earn $4,700 more at the midpoint of their career compared to somebody with a high school diploma. So, you're going to be making more money. And again, this is an investment in yourself. So we have a lot of resources that are going to help you. We have our tutoring center, our tutors, and as well as our learning commons. So this is just a really nice educational space. The learning commons is a place where the tutors are. It's also our library. We have a computer lab. So it's just a nice space that you can go work on homework, study. If you need some tutoring help, generally tutors are there. Right now, we're going to be virtual because of the pandemic, but you're still going to have tutors available to you. So, a big misconception about tutors, a lot of people think that tutors are there to save you when you're drowning, but right when you have an F. But in reality, they're there to teach you to swim. So make sure you utilize these resources early and often, especially the tutoring centers, if you're going into a class that you're not as strong in. Okay. But those are available on all of our campuses for students to utilize. We have childcare centers at our Rampart Range campus as well as our Centennial Campus. So these are great for students who have kids, because we can have faculty, students, staff. They can get their kids in the childcare center. They do have a wait list, so you want to make sure if you do have kids that you want to get into the childcare center, that you get them on that wait list from the website. And it is financial aid eligible, so financial aid can help cover those costs. We have retention and career services. They're a wonderful group of people who are going to help you with a lot of different things, whether you need help just with simple things like finding housing or you need help with resumes. They do resume workshops and things like that. So a really, really great center that'll help you out. And then we have accessibility services for our student support services. Accessibility services, they're going to help with any kind of accommodations. So, once you get your schedule, if you have a 504, an IEP, or even if it's a short-term accommodation, you can go to accessibility services after you have your class schedule, make an appointment with them, and they're going to help you figure out what accommodations, we can get in for you. So definitely another awesome group of people that, want to help you succeed on campus. We like to have fun at Pikes Peak as well. So, we have weekly events that go on all the time. Generally during a normal year, we have a lot of really cool things, but even during the pandemic, our student life, student government, different clubs and organizations are doing a great job of keeping active. So, student life, they actually have done a couple drive-in nights at our Rampart as well as Centennial Campus, where they have big inflatable screens. Students can come watch movies as a drive-in night. So, we keep everybody safe and socially distanced, but you're still able to come to campus and partake in some different things on campus. We've had different trivia. So our student life is doing a wonderful job, even during the pandemic, making sure, people are, active and able to do some fun things on campus. I'll tell you one of my favorite days, usually during a normal year, we have pause to distress where, during midterms or during finals week, we'll actually have therapy dogs on campus. So what better way to distress than to hang out with some awesome therapy dogs and, to let the stress melt away on you. Clubs and organizations, we have a lot of different ones on campus. We have honors-based clubs, we have merit-based or interest-based clubs. We have program-based clubs. So find a club and organization that fits you. You can find all those on our website. Students who join a club or active on campus, statistically they're proven to be more successful students. So I encourage you to find something that interests you, build that on-campus support system, and make some connections with some other people. We have club sports and drop-in recreation. So we have a rec center at our Centennial Campus for students to use. It'll be free. And then we also have some sports that, some clubs put together. So we have a basketball club, a soccer club, a martial arts club, a ski and snowboard club. So if you want to stay active on campus and, you're still able to do that. If you want to hear some PPCC students, 89.7, that's a radio station that's 100% student ran by our broadcasting students. And then student government, if you want to make a change on campus, student government's a really great way to do that. They kind of help run and figure out what we're going to do every year to improve our campus. So a great group of people that you could join. So some important upcoming dates. So spring class registration, that's going to open on Monday, October 19th. So if you're looking at starting up in the spring semester, on October 19th is when you can start registering for those classes. The spring semester will actually begin on Wednesday, January 20th. And for everybody who's looking at, coming fall 2021 or fall 2021 and spring 2022, our PPCC scholarship application, that's going to open up in December and it'll stay open again through February 2021. It'll be, again, that short turnaround, but we'll have plenty of time because it's not too hard of an application. So make sure you fill out that scholarship application. Okay, and if you want to become a student, if you need some guidance on that, you're going to have a lot of things that'll walk you through that. But one of the big ones, you can go to ppcc.edu/enroll, find your student type. If you're a new first time anywhere, you'll click on that. If you're a military student, if you're an undocumented student, there's a lot of different categories. And, we want to make sure all of you are successful. So we have those to help walk you through that process. So your big things are getting that PPCC application done. Once you do that, you'll be able to log into Navigate. Navigate's a really cool tool that's going to walk you step by step on what to do next. It's going to guide you to, sign up for a new student orientation. It's going to help you, figure out how to make an appointment with an academic advisor, financial aid advisor. So really, it's going to walk you through all those steps and really guide you through that process. So PPCC admissions application, log into Navigate, and then again within Navigate, it'll prompt you to fill out the FAFSA or the scholarship application, and then an academic advisor meeting, and then after that you'll be able to actually register for courses. Again, October 19th for our spring semester, and if you're looking at coming in summer or fall, then you'll see that usually the last week of March is when class registration will open. So if you have any questions, you can get a hold of me. There's my name, phone number, email, zach.lebsock@ppcc.edu, and I'll make sure I get you in contact with your main contact. But we're really excited about this year. I know it's been crazy, and I'm sure wherever you're at, it's been an interesting year. But just know we're here. We want to help you, and we want to help you achieve your goals in education. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us because, again, our vision at Pikes Peak Community College is students succeed at PPCC, and we're all in on that. So please make sure to reach out to us if you have any questions. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and like I said, if you think of any questions or anything, reach out to me and we'll start getting you through that process. Thank you so much.